Mustafi. Bellerin! Brilliant! 2-2!
Hector Bellerin, Hector Bellerin. Na, 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 na. That's a song. Yeah.
All right, everybody, welcome to halftime of the Arsenal-Aston Villa match. Aston Villa with a 1-0 lead. We've been saying all week, for weeks rather, that whatever you can say about this Arsenal club under Mikel Arteta, that they're never boring. They were boring this half. Dean, seems like they left all the energy at Wembley on the weekend.
Yeah, no, it definitely does, Raf. It's been a very, very lax half for us. We had Ryan in the chat there making a point that they're hungover from Wembley, and as you say, it just seems like they've left it all there. I genuinely don't even know where to start with it. We've not been at the races at all, in my opinion, and obviously down one, and it was all, again, mash up at the back, allowing Villa to take that goal. It's dreadful.
And yes, you said Villa's goal came, they hit Arsenal in their Achilles heel. No matter what we can say, man, improvements under Mikel Arteta, his squad still has a lot of trouble defending corners, Sam, and they failed again.
Yeah. I, for the life of me, cannot understand why Aubameyang is marking Tyrone Mings, who is their most potent attacking force from a corner. That to me makes no sense. Then you've got someone like David Luiz that's standing in the middle of the area, which I can understand if you're going to be playing 4 players across the box as a zonal. Then ideally you want your best headers there, but you've got to recognise the issue, and that is the initial flick on header, which Tyrone Mings goes for every time. You put your best header of the ball and best defensive marker with him to stop that. You stop that, you stop the flick on, you stop what happens for their goal. And for the life of me, I cannot understand how nobody towards the back of that line didn't see that player free. It's ball watching. We didn't adjust quickly enough. It was just a complete and utter shambolic goal.
All right, I'm going to stay with you. We talked about this. I mean, obviously, some players have to be rotated out because players like Granit Xhaka, players like Kieran Tierney have been playing long stretches, full 90 minutes plus, week after week after week. They were subbed this week. They were not part of the starting lineup. But it seemed that Mikel misses them badly in this match.
Yeah, massively. And what I will say is that Granit Xhaka definitely needs to come into the middle of the pitch for Lucas Torreira. I think with Xhaka, he makes this team tick. He gets the ball moving for us. At the moment, it's very sloppy. It's sideways. There's no tempo to the play. I am at a really big loss to see how this. I effectively want to call it a second string, but the players that have come in are not showing anything for me to say, you know what, I'm going to change the boss's mind so I can play in that final. Because essentially that's what they're playing for now. Everybody is playing for their cup final space. And at the moment, we're just losing it in midfield. It's plain and simple as that. Midfield is not working and something needs to change. And as I said, I think we need to bring Xhaka in.
I mean, let's keep it there for a moment. Dean, we were talking about this. We've been talking about all half. People are on social media talking about all half. Again, what Sam mentioned is pretty clear. The link up between Ceballos has been able to take balls, but the midfield is not getting them to the forwards. We talked about the 3 strikers up front. Torreira, Lacazette, Aubameyang, and Nketiah, they're not getting the ball. I mean, it seems like Aubameyang's having to do all the work up the left side, but not getting much help either from behind or in front of him.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. I mean, we spoke about Lucas sort of while watching the match and how he, just is not doing the job he's supposed to be doing there. He's not working well at all. And it just goes back to what we were discussing, for the past couple of weeks, really, how important Granit Xhaka is to this side. We were talking before, and Ryan was saying before as well, about how he just can't be dropped. And, you see players like Aubameyang getting a rest, but Xhaka's still playing. And lo and behold, today, Xhaka's not in the lineup, and we just don't seem to be able to do anything. There's no channel between that midfield and the three guys at the front. There doesn't seem to be any channel actually taking it from the defence either. So the ball's getting sort of stuck with Villa in our third. I'm not sure what the area possession stats are for this in terms of where the ball's been for most of the game. But I would suspect it's not been with us, and it's not been in Villa's third. When we have been there, we're hardly doing anything with it either. But yeah, that channel just isn't being opened up, as it would be categorically, in my opinion, if Xhaka was on the pitch.
All right. Again, we talked a lot about Xhaka. I think that's everything is kind of congealing criticism anyway around Lucas Torreira in the first half. But let's go to the back line. Again, Arsenal's had kind of their left side's been their power side. Again, we've seen Aubameyang getting the ball on occasion, trying to work with Saka, on overlaps. But the people behind them, he's got Kolasinac starting at the back. We've had Tierney in the back on the left of the back three. Is he as necessary in trying to ignite this team, Sam? Is that another place where you would look for an upgrade in the second half?
Yeah. Kolasinac looks lost for me as a left centre back. I don't think that he has the facilities to be playing there, to be perfectly honest. He's either a left back or a left wing back, and that's it for me. Just moving up the pitch a little bit, Saka. He's not having his best game today. It seems that his runs are really limiting the space for Aubameyang on the overlaps. He's not taking players away. He's bringing them to that space when we're moving forwards. I just want to touch on the front line as well, just with Eddie and Nketiah on the right-hand side. I think that we need Pepe's close ball control so that he can dribble at players to try and unlock this low block that Aston Villa are implying. If it's a case of trying to get 2 penalties in the second half, I think that might be the case. But we all know Pepe's got that ability of cutting inside and hitting that ball into the top corner. But for me, I think a couple of positions definitely need changing in halftime.
All right, well, let's stay with that. Again, 3 strikers in the lineup, right? And we talk, seems week by week, game by game. Lacazette likes to drop. He likes to drop. And there are times when Aubameyang is bringing the ball up the wing and trying to cross, where there should be more than one. And Nketiah is coming off the wing into the box, but you need options up there. Is this, as you said, if Pepe is on the right, would you put Nketiah back in in central where we thought he was going to start in this match?
Yes, I would. Reason for that being is Nketiah is primarily a goal scorer. He's trying to build into his play, coming short, linking in with the midfield, and then turning and sprinting to make it in on goal. With Lacazette, regardless whether we're on the left-hand side, the right-hand side, in the middle, he comes deep, brings players to him, restricting the space, as we've said, every single week. And he's in a low block. It just creates more problems for us because he's actually then cutting off passing lanes for us also. Essentially, it will be either passing to Lacazette if you want to go forward or nothing. And if we get down the sides as well, which I've noticed quite a lot, he just jogs into the box. He doesn't sprint to try and get across the first defender. Because if we had somebody like Nketiah that can do that, I think that we would have a lot more joy. But at the moment, we're trying to cross, and we're trying to cross to the penalty spot because we just know nobody's going to be hitting the first man, going across the first man. So, yeah, I would possibly see Lacazette off as well, to be honest.
All right. How quickly, before we come back, bring Dean back in, how quickly should Mikel make these changes right now and not wait 15 minutes, but do it right now, in your opinion?
Xhaka and Tierney, I would, right now. Lacazette, 5-10 minutes.
Okay. So pretty quickly, in other words. All right. Dean, right now, with this goal, Aston Villa are out of the zone, of the drop zone. They're now in 17th place. You know that they're going to play in this second half the way Arsenal played that second half against Liverpool, played that second half against City. They've got their future in their hands, but so does Arsenal. Arsenal needs some intensity because if they don't get any points, or even if they get a draw here, Europe through the league is gone. So the intensity's got to be there. I mean, who's going to bring it, in your opinion?
Well, for me personally, we need, as we all said, we need Xhaka on. We need to get Kolasinac off that left centre back spot. If we're going to do anything, bring Tierney on, just to shore that up. And that front three, as I've just been discussing with a couple of people, I don't feel it's working. There's no ball carrying. There's no balance. We need to either go to a back four, maybe back to our usual 4-2-3-1, or if we're going to stick with the formation, as we were saying earlier, get either Nketiah central and Lacazette off with Pepe on the wing, because I think that's where creativity will come from, with Xhaka using the channels, and Pepe. But we do need, you're right, we need to bring that intensity and we need to do it quick. Otherwise, this is probably, the last game may not even matter. So
that's right. And again, same question. Given that he needs 2 goals, right? Does he need to make the changes now, in your opinion?
I don't think we should wait. I can understand Sam's reasoning. I can understand the reasons to wait for certain subs. But for me, if this hasn't worked for 45 minutes, there's no point leaving it until we've got half an hour left. I feel Arteta should be making them changes now, and I feel he knows the ones that need. But you got to remember, we can make 5 subs in 3 slots right now. So for me, that's better than making 3 subs, But I think at least 2 need to be made now, and that's Xhaka and Pepe.
All right. And again, this is no figure in this club. When they have the tough matches, they respond. This is a match we thought they should be able to coast, and they're not. So again, we'll be back here in 45 minutes to see how they've responded to a very, very flat first 45. We'll catch you on the flip side. Hopefully we'll have a better story to tell then. See you then.